Good morning, Acadiana. This handsome fellow, his name is Lannister. Oh my gosh, I want to take him home.
He's as sweet as the day is long. He really tears at your heart. He's about 2 years old, spaniel mix, but he is just adorable.
If you want just a loving, calm, sweet boy, Lannister may be the one for you. I can't even tell you enough good things about him. We're going to talk today about feeding your dog, because I know for me, when I got my puppy that's going to be 2 years old in November, you're never quite sure how much do you feed them.
Right. You know, every dog food bag has the appropriate amount on it of how much you feed them, but how often you feed them is also very important. Those young dogs are just like our children. They metabolize their food a lot quicker than we do. They need to eat all day long. So splitting their food up into 3 portions during the day is very important, so that the protein and the sugar can last throughout the day. And as they get older, and some veterinarians recommend keeping them on a puppy chow until they're 2 years old. You know, my dog's 14 and I feed her twice a day. I want her to have that breakfast in the morning and that supper at nighttime. Some people feed their dogs once they get older once a day. If your veterinarian says that's okay, it certainly is. But we need to make sure that they're getting the appropriate amount of food.
Now, in terms of wet or dry dog food, again, that's something you need to talk to with your vet?
Absolutely, something you need to talk to with your vet, because that has an effect on the teeth of the dogs, whether they stay on a soft food or dry food. And of course, their intestines. We need to make sure what we're giving them agrees with them.
All right, so there's some tips on feeding your dog, because you don't want to overfeed them too, because then you run into obesity problems.
You run into obesity problems, they'll defecate quite often, and it's all waste.
All right, so there's some tips for feeding your pet, and let me tell you, if you are looking for a calm, friendly dog, come by and visit with Lassiter. He sure is a sweetheart here at the Lafayette Animal Shelter and Care Center on Pont de Mouton Road.